All right, step 7. Now, this is the one that will crush your business. This is the one that will crush your soul. And this is the one where we're going to save you a ton of time and make sure that it's customized to your business. You've heard these sales trainers, you got to call them 10 times, the first month, 5 times the second month, 5 times the third month. Think about it this way. If you build a system that says, I'm going to call them 10 times in the first month, 5 times in the second month, 3 times in the third month, think about what you're about to do. So if you got 50 leads coming in every single month, and that's important to know. Am I setting the system up for 10 leads a month, 20 leads a month, 100 leads a month? What's the volume? Because I have infinite energy. I don't have infinite energy. I don't have infinite willpower, and I most certainly don't want my life to be about calling and chasing leads. So if I'm getting 50 leads a month and I try to call those 50 leads 10 times in the first month, that's 500 phone calls. Month 2, it's 750 phone calls because I have 50 more leads coming in. So there's an additional 500 calls for the first month. And then I still have 5 calls per lead times 50 for month 2, which now brings me to 750 phone calls. That's not even any other lead source. That's just this one lead source. Month 3, I've got 1,000 phone calls of lead follow-up. I don't know about you. I'm not doing that. And I know that we want to be the super ambition and perfect. This is just more about consistency and delivering results for hand-raising leads. So if it's a Zillow lead, a Realtor.com lead, a Portal lead, a Dave Ramsey lead, I want to call them early on, and I want to call them like 3 times in the first 2 days. Twice on the first day, once the following day, and then I want to go like 4 days later. Okay, so in my sheet, I'm going to go day 1, call twice, day 2, call once, 4 days later, day 6, call. A week later, right? Day 13, call. A week later, day 20, call. 2 weeks later, day 34, 20 plus 14, day 34, call. 14 plus 34 is 48. Carry the 7 divided by 6. Anyway, you see the point, right? And you just layer that out in that plan on that Google Sheet. Okay, the next thing you do, now that you got your calls all buried in, you're going to also supplement the phone calls with some of these text message and emails. Now remember, you've got 3 value props. The value props I want to spread out. I want them to get, the first contact is all about getting on the phone. So they get 2 phone calls, and the text message isn't one of my value props yet. It's just me saying, hey, it's Josh. I just got alerted from Zillow or Dave Ramsey that you are looking for a question to be answered. This is my cell. I'm available right now. When's a good time to talk? Okay, they're also going to get that same email. So again, we're going to contact them the way they want to be contacted. So they get 2 calls, they get a text message, and they get an email. All of them saying, hey, I'm here, I'm focused, I'm professional, I'm hardworking. I'd like to talk to you because you said you want to talk to me. When can we talk? Okay, now on day 3, I'm going to start to layer in value. Okay, they've got that call. I don't want to keep saying, hey, you want to talk? Obviously you don't. You didn't pick up the phone call. You got my text message. You got my emails. You got the calls. You didn't call me. So then day 3, I'm going to say, oh, by the way, value prop. And I'm going to send that text message and that email. And again, it has links driving them to the website. Okay. Then around day 7, 8, 9, somewhere in that range, I'm going to do value prop 2. And then somewhere around 2 weeks, I'm going to do value prop 3. And I'm going to correlate the text messages and the emails of the value prop right before a scheduled phone call. Why? So that when I call them, I don't have to be like, hey, what's up? I haven't got a hold of you in 2 weeks. Do you have any questions? I can say, hey, how's it going? We haven't connected. I'm excited to get you on the phone. Did you get my emails and the videos I created for you about some of the best benefits that we offer buyers? Okay, so now I'm formulating my whole conversation about service and value and giving it to them. And I'm doing it all while my dog's barking in the background. We're going to keep moving forward. Again, videos don't have to be perfect. They just have to be valuable. So I've built in this blueprint where I've got my calls scheduled in first. I put those in because those are the ways I can influence them the most. I've stacked them in the beginning because I'm more likely to speak to the lead in the beginning than weeks and months down the road when they forgot they were even on that website because they had 3 bottles of wine and they were just being happy-go-lucky home searchers. Okay, I've layered in value props after my initial attempts have gone, and I've always followed them up with a phone call so when I get them on the line, I can now leverage the value that I've created. Okay, when I get them on the phone and I'm engaged with them, I'm focused on setting an appointment, which is the ultimate goal. It's one of the best assets and actions we can take in our business. And I've got that blueprint built on my Google Sheet. Maybe I've transferred it from a whiteboard, but I've got it on that Google Sheet. Step 7, build out the plan. This is the step-by-step process. Okay, and I build it, by the way, so it's customized for my business. So If I'm getting 50 of these leads a month, I don't want my life to be consumed by calls. So maybe I take a call off. Again, it's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. And it's about making sure that these things are ironed out so that I can actually execute on it. You got an ISA? Great. Load them up. If you're a single agent and it seems overwhelming, take one off. You can always add more later. Okay. Step 7, build out the blueprint. The reason why step 7 is really important is because step 8 is adding it to the CRM. The reason why you get horrible service from all these customer companies, these tech companies, like, these CRM companies, is we call them up and we're like, hey, we want to build out a smart plan. They're like, cool, check out our library. And you're like, I don't want the library. I want you to help me. And they're like, great. Have you done steps 1 through 7? And you're like, no, could you help me do it on the fly? And they're not trained to do that. They've never sold homes. They don't understand your business. And then they just create these generic, non-valuable things that nobody responds to, and you end up in the same position. So we do steps 1 through 7 so that at step 8, we can now call that company and say, hey, I've got a blueprint. I need you to walk me through setting it up so that I save as much time as possible. Maybe you got to schedule a call. Maybe you'd rather just do it at night after the kids go down and Google their step-by-step instructions. Either way, all the big CRMs, they all have online instructions. I personally just call people because I want to get stuff done quickly. Step 8 is go put the blueprint into the CRM. Okay. Step 9, test the lead. Add yourself as a lead. Add the campaign to you and check it out both on desktop and on mobile. And if you're really, really focused on professional image and you really, really want to shine, do it on a tablet as well. Mobile and desktop, that's the most important. Mobile being first. Most people are looking at that. Check how the emails are coming through. Are they spaced correctly? Did the video links look right? Did the website page pull up? Make sure everything's good. And once you've done that, boom, you're ready to start adding all of your new leads onto the system. Now, by the way, step 9, which is test the lead, not just a generic lead that you create for yourself, but it's also be okay with the fact that you might have some consumers in the beginning that are like, this isn't working for me. That's okay. The only way to create the perfect system is to have some failure. So if somebody's like, I don't like your message, refine it. You just go into your CRM, you edit a little bit, maybe you make it a little bit shorter, maybe you be a little bit more hook-based and more value-based, maybe you reshoot the video, but you just dial it in to where you're getting the results that you want, because once you get it going, then you can turn the hose all the way up. You can filter that into the funnel. You can have people raising their hands, and you can finally have what you want. And then the fun begins, because once it's working, then you can go hire somebody to pick up the hand raising, and now you've created a revenue source. Now you've created a scalable system. Okay, this system will work. It's working in many, many different areas of the country. All it needs to be done is customize your business. These are steps 1 through 9. This is going to get you where you want. If you have any questions, ponowisdoms.com is the place to get all these different types of resources. This is exactly how you do it, but we've also got resources where if you really want that hands-on approach, you really want some one-on-one time, let us know. Our mission is to build scalable systems for people that help them grow their businesses so they can accomplish their goals, and most importantly, give back to the communities, give back to their life, and spend the time with the people that they love the most. Okay. My name is Josh Pono. I hope this was valuable. If it has been, smash the subscribe button. Below, there's links driving you to landing pages with value propositions, getting your information so we can become closer in relationship. It's a formula that works. It'll work for you. Let us know if you have any questions. We'd love to hear from you in the comments, and have a fantastic year. Go get your goals, crush them, have some fun while doing it. It's going to be awesome. Be well.